Hey guys, I'm Mahi Vasani, your host of the day, and today we'll be discussing about a very important topic that is black fungus. So most of us here don't know what black fungus is, and we have a lot of questions and queries going about in our mind. So here we bring out an exclusive session about black fungus. At the end of the video, I hope we get like a clear picture about what black fungus is. Yeah, okay. We have here Dr. Aaron. He is doing his master degree in general medicine, and he also works in the KIMS hospital in the COVID care. Welcome, sir.
Welcome. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Mahi, for this opportunity. So I can share a few words about this black fungus. This black fungus, I wanted to speak about it for so long since it was like a Hollywood movie. 6 months once people used to see this disease, and then it was like that. But now it's everywhere. It's like a movie which got released in this OTT platforms. Everyone are talking about. So yeah, I'll let people know in
Yes,
a
sir.
superficial way.
Thank you, sir. We thank you for
Thank
being
you.
here. And now let's get
Thank you.
straight into the question answer session. And the first
Yeah.
question is, sir, what is black
Yeah.
fungus, and why does this occur?
This black fungus, it's a common fungus. It belongs to the class called Mucor. So the mycosis is the growth of a fungus. So Mucor is the type of the fungus which this is related to. So this mucormycosis is a disease which is going on recently now. It's more famous because of this COVID-19. Because like people who have less immunity because of this taking steroids, or if they have uncontrolled sugars, it comes to them, and it's a very deadly disease also. So hence this black fungus is got so much mention in the recent times.
Okay. So they say people
And
affect.
next our body, when it sees the fungus, like compared to the viruses and bacteria, fungus is just dummy organism. Once it comes, our
Okay.
body immunity is so strong that it will fight it away. But when the
Hmm.
body has less immunity, if it cannot fight it or something, then this fungus, like for example, this black fungus, they take over our body and it becomes a very lethal complication.
Okay. So the next question is, they say people affected by COVID only get this disease. So what do you have to say about this?
It's not like people with only COVID-19. It used to be there. It's, as I told, it's a rare disease, but it used to come for people who are having like uncontrolled sugars or diabetic ketosis.
Hmm.
What is that? Is like this fungus requires warmth, glucose, and humidity, like moisture, to grow on.
Hmm.
So people who have like uncontrolled sugars, if the sugars are too much in the body, so this fungus it acts as it will be like a reservoir for the fungus. Okay, this is a nice medium. I can grow on this person. And number two, when the sugars go too high, the blood will become acidic. That's called as ketoacidosis. When the sugars are very uncontrolled, like more than 400, 500, if patients are not in control of sugars, so they get this thing. So acidic medium also helps in growth of this disease. But in
Okay.
COVID-19, what happens when already the patient is having COVID-19, he is having sugars like COVID-19. We are also some patients are prescribed on steroids. So steroids, what it does, it lowers the patient's immunity. It's actually essential in fighting COVID-19 steroids. But when it reduces the immunity in helpful of COVID-19, it brings up these extra diseases like mucormycosis.
Okay.
So hence people who have COVID-19 who are on medication like prednisolone, or
Hmm.
who are on any other insulin drugs or any other uncontrolled sugars, the sugars are not proper or something, then they get this mucormycosis.
Okay. Okay. So what are the symptoms for black fungus?
Hmm. Symptoms like some patients you cannot patients who are in ICU and ventilator like ICU setup and all, they'll be getting mucormycosis. You can't ask symptoms to those people. So
Hmm.
in those people, we'll see what is like on clinical signs. What we see, what do they have? So they might have a black mark, blackish discoloration on the face.
Hmm.
Unilateral pain will be there. Like that is one-sided facial pain will be there. or bleeding through the nose will be there. So some patients might have chest pain, like some patients might have uncontrolled headache.
Okay.
So these are all the symptoms like of this one. And blurring of vision. Some patients, if the fungus affects the eye or something in the eye orbital area, so they will be having eye ocular pain. Ocular pain is eye pain. Along with they'll be having blurring of vision. Vision will be blurred.
Okay. Sir, are there any preventions for this?
Prevention, as I told, like the only prevention is the patients if they are on taking on any other steroids, if they are taking like diabetic medications, if they are on any other iron therapy. So iron therapy, iron is a potential growth factor for fungus. So and patients who are immunocompromised is HIV or cancer patients who are on cancer treatment. So these patients should be extra careful in getting COVID-19, because if they get COVID-19, they'll be ultimately started on steroids. So immunity goes down even more. So the black fungus comes in easily. So these people, what they should do, they should stay at home, wear masks, and be safe. Not go to the gardens or something, because the spores and of those fungus will be more be there in the garden or plant areas or something. So they should be at home, and most importantly, to get vaccinated. So people who are more immunocompromised to get vaccinated, like people with HIV or uncontrolled sugars or with taking other cancer medication. So they should take vaccination more compared to the younger generation. So they'll be the ones at risk for getting these extra infections.
So they say the younger generations get this. So which age group does it affect the most?
Actually, this mucormycosis, it's a common belief that people are saying only in the older age group or something. There's nothing like that. If a patient is 25-year-old, 22-year-old, and he is having any immunocompromised disease, like you can see cancer in even 1-year-old, 2-year-old, and all those people. But that during that time, this mucormycosis related to COVID-19 does not occur, because of their taking the cancer drugs, because of their immunity is low, because if they, for example, if they have any HIV or any other problem, and because of that, if the immunity is low, these viruses, these fungi come and affect them easily. So there is no age bar, no age, like nothing like that. But the common thing is, like if they are more older or something, when the disease comes, it will be very difficult for them to fight back the black fungus.
Sir, what is the cure for this, and is the cure impactful?
Cure, actually, this one is the best, as we all say, prevention is the best cure, because this disease is very, the mortality rate is very high. Once, like, for example, if you find out early, like, okay, this patient has mucormycosis, when you find out itself, that time itself, the mortality rate is 50%.
Okay.
But once it spreads inside the nose, the orbital cavity, the sinuses is the air cavity in the skull. So air cavities. So in those places and all, if the fungus goes and accumulates, and if it goes to the brain and all, then the mortality goes to 70 to 90%. It's very horrible. So the treatment is, now they have brought a treatment, an injection called LAMB, LAMB. It's called liposomal amphotericin B. So this liposomal amphotericin B, usually this amphotericin B is actually a drug which causes damage to the kidneys. So this liposomal amphotericin B, it does not cause much damage to the kidneys, and it should be used 6 times a day. Like, it's a very costly injection, like 2,000, 2,500 or something. It has to be given 6 times a day for nearly 3 to 4 weeks. Plus, if there is growth in the fungal growth over the nasal cavity or the ocular cavity, or if it goes into the brain or something, then they should, surgical debridement should be done. Debridement is, for example, if you see the mold on the bread, like if it glows black or something on it, that layer will be formed, right? So same like that, it will be forming on the insides of the face. So the debridement, what they do in surgical debridement, they should remove all this to prevent further growth. But once it spreads too much, the damage is already done. So only treatment is this amphotericin B and some new drugs, posaconazole or something they are telling. So that, along with this surgical debridement, if it extends, growth is extending. So these two are the...
Okay. Sir, are there any side
treatment
effects
model.
of this injections?
Yeah,
Of
like
this drug?
as I told, this amphotericin B is the only treatment. So there is no other option. Once the disease comes, we have to take that injection. So as I told, the only side effect which it has is kidney dysfunction, and in some rare cases, it can cause liver dysfunction also. So people who have kidney disease, it should be used cautiously, and know what you should do. That liposomal amphotericin B, which is extra costlier than the amphotericin B, can be used. But we have no other go. We have to start the drug. 50% mortality is there. At least we should like hope for the best and start the drug as soon as possible.
Okay. Sir, is this a communicable disease?
No, actually, it's not a communicable disease. So in that way, people are saved. For example, if you see the mucormycosis rate in India, 27 million people are having COVID-19. That is nearly 270 lakh of people. Out of that, only 9,000 people are affected of COVID-19 as of now. Since last week's database, only 9,000 people are affected by mucormycosis in 270 lakh. So that is about 0.03 percentage. But it doesn't mean we have to be careless about the disease. People should be extra cautious. They should take care of their sugars. They should vaccinate themselves, and they should be extra cautious. And they should know about the disease more because it's more deadly. The mortality is 70 to 90%.
Sir, are there any long-term
So
effects?
it's not communicable. It doesn't transfer from person to person.
Okay.
Long-term effects of this disease, yeah, like once they go for surgery, like if the patients are having surgery, cosmetic problems will be there. They'll be having if they have to remove surgical debridement or something like that. That places, for example, they'll have to do a hole here, hole there. They should remove the jaw. So all those cosmetic problems will happen if you do the surgery. If it goes too bad, so that is the only thing. But the long-term effect, nothing like that. If it comes, if you don't start the appropriate treatment at time, the patient mortality is very high. So the death rate is very high. So preventing by controlling blood sugars. As I told, blood sugar is the most because sugars and acidic medium helps that fungus to grow more. So those people should be more cautious. So long-term effects, people should be careful about preventing compared to as soon as it comes, before it comes, or something like that.
Okay. So this is not about black fungus, but there is a debate going upon in the society and stuff about COVID-19 that if they take Covaxin, it's much better than Covishield. So what do you have to say about that?
Yeah, this is common point. Covaxin like or Covishield, like there are two, both can be taken. I think there is nothing as such Covaxin should be taken or Covishield should be taken or something. But I'll tell you about both the vaccines is up to us to decide or something. So Covishield, now what they are telling according to people are, it's less allergic. It does not produce more allergic reaction. So people with allergies or something like that, they can take Covishield or to be on the safer side. Covishield actually it's started from the UK. It's UK imported. So a lot of people found it fancy and they started taking Covishield. Covaxin is fully made in India. So Indian trials have been done and efficacy is equally better. Both the efficacies are very good. But what they said now recently, news came in Covaxin in Denmark. They stopped for 2 weeks or something. They just stopped for 2 weeks temporarily. For that, the media they put it like Covaxin is stopped. Covaxin, something like that. They stopped it because it was they thought it will produce blood clots. So it's not there. Nothing, no absolute side effects. So whoever has to get vaccinated, get them done. But Covishield, if they have any allergic, it has shown because these vaccines have started recently. Out of these studies, Covishield has shown people to have allergies. They have less allergies comparatively. So people with allergies can go for Covishield. So people with the blood sugar, hypertension, this is a common question. Like a lot of people keep on asking us, if I have sugar or something, should I take vaccine? If I have a BP or something, should I take vaccine? If I have a heart problem, you are the person who should take first because like you guys are the ones who are taking medication already, and you already have a systemic problem. So you are the people who have to take the vaccine first.
So I guess we have a clear picture about what black fungus is now, and we know how to go about it. So firstly, I would
Yeah.
thank you for being there and clearing our doubts. And secondly, I would bring to this notice the recent things happened towards doctors are very nasty and unpleasant. So one thing we all could do to respect their work is just by not disturbing their work and being grateful for what they do. And I would like to thank all the COVID warriors that they're doing their unstoppable work at this times. So thank you everyone. And thank you, sir, for being here and clearing all our doubts.
Yeah, the recent attacks, like you've been seeing the past 2-3 days, it's a very sad situation to see my fellow doctors getting beaten or things like that. People, uh, they don't know how doctors have sacrificed and they are working for people in the society. They have sacrificed their sleep, their family. They're leaving everything and coming and working in the health setup. Not only the doctors, like the healthcare workers, including nurses, the staff, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Even the IMA who works in the hospital, they put so much sacrifice and they keep their life and come. So in that situation, people should be supportive. Like what I saw in the recent memes and all. The last year they were banging vessels for doctors. Now they are banging the vessels on the doctors. So it's a very pathetic situation in India to be seen. So yeah, they should respect us a little more, and they should like trust us in the first place. That whatever they can do, they are doing, and rest of everything is up to God. Because last time you saw the death rate was very less compared to this year. Like people
Yes, sir.
of 30 years old, 40 years old are dying. We can understand that patients are dying, but we are ultimately helpless. It's all up to God. We can treat. People are giving their support by giving money to the hospitals and something. So obviously they'll be, but they should have thing in mind that doctors are sacrificing this much for them, and they are putting that much effort for them. They should understand that, and they should stop all these activities, and the government should take proper steps to stop all these cruel acts. It's
So I
very disheartening
agree.
to see, because in India it's that much, everything is developed, but this single thing is not developed yet.
True, sir. True. I totally agree. So thank you all for watching this, and I hope it helped you guys. Everyone, stay safe, stay masked, and when your turn for vaccination comes, get your vaccination done. Thank you.
Thank you so much.